in the healthcare industry, this is the gold standard. So if you want to be doing business in healthcare, you really need to have HITRUST certification to be playing in that market. We currently hold an R2 and we are continuing to maintain that certification. So we're coming up on a big assessment in 2025. And as we're continuing to maintain the certification process, these are the things that we learned along the way. These are the things that, like, if you could tell your younger self, these are things to pay attention to, or someone who's just starting on that journey especially. It kind of sounds straightforward. You have to know what's going to be assessed during the assessment, but different platforms or implemented systems can have tentacles to them. So if you don't fully map out, okay, this is the box of what's included, and then anything outside of that is not included, it can be a little slippery slope when you're in an assessment, fully knowing what's included there. Another thing that we really learned during our assessments that we didn't do initially in the process of our HITRUST certification that we've done recently has been holding internal executive confirmation meetings. So letting the executives of the department areas that we're reaching out to during an assessment know that this is coming down the pipeline. These are the people we plan on reaching out to on your teams. This is what we're asking them for, with details as much as we know going into the assessment. We have found that those executives really appreciate that communication with them so that we're not blindsiding them. I think another thing that's pretty relevant, especially like from the experience of Broadridge right now, is version upgrades. You have to be planning for, over time, you're gonna be doing version upgrades. And we like to, within Broadridge, we've been doing a prep or readiness assessment, in essence, going into a version upgrade in 2025. It's been really helpful for us to see, these are the new requirement statements, these requirement statements were removed, these were modified, and then how are we scoring across those different domains so that we feel ready going into the assessment for 2025. Also, your external assessor that you choose is really important because they're holding your hand, helping you along the assessment as well. So I think the combination, work with HITRUST, work with your external assessor, and then also your internal team. For an organization that's seeking certification, you have to rely on the teams that are going to be providing the documentation, so making sure that you're alerting them of the assessment, what it is, why it's important, and then being able to go throughout that process.